Hey guys, what's up? It's Jared from Southern Wolf Trading and doing another Wolf's Den video. This is basically everything I've gotten since Fall Fellowship through Christmas and up to now. By the way, hope everyone had a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. I know my family and all my friends did. Had the gang come over for New Year's Eve. Had a great time. So before I get started with patches I got for Christmas and just traded and bought on eBay and whatnot, I was cleaning out my car and I sent this to Justin Levan, Matthew Levan, and I think Harrison Centel. And I just thought it was cool that I was cleaning out my car and I found patches. So two of them are the event patches, the 1 day of service. This is where Aracoma went and cleaned up Camp White Bluff down near Demopolis. There's like 150 of those made. Really cool. I like how they go with the old school design with corn stalk. And I found those, and that really wasn't the big find. The big find was this. And the fact that I had another one. There's not a lot of these made. It was made in honor of Aracoma had the top score in the nation for JTE in 2017. So it kind of went for the theme of that year, because for Conclave, they basically had the same flat, but they had one was red with a white border. That was the trader. And then they had a white one with a red border, and that was the delegate per se. And then they made that one to go along with it. So how about Aracoma? They got gold for JTE, and turned out that top score in the nation. And apparently, I don't think it was close. Might be wrong on that, but I know they got at least top score. So that was a good find to find just randomly in the car. So let's start with my Aracoma stuff. I traded and got some needs. This was the Vigil rededication patch for the 2014 SR9 Conclave at Moundville. That's why if you look, it's got the rattlesnake disc in the middle. That's actually the state of Alabama's state artifact. I found that out today. It's one of Aracoma's secondary totems, with corn being the primary, but our secondary is also the rattlesnake disc. It's found at Moundville by Mississippi Indians. If you've never been to Moundville, check it out. It's a really cool place. And from the same conclave, got this one. It also has a rattlesnake disc. There's a white version and then the black version, where the middle right here is black. And I've seen people have literally sleeves of these, handing them out, and I somehow never got one. That conclave was the week before my final exams for my senior year of college. So I went to conclave for like 2 hours, did AIA stuff, and then I had to leave and go study for physics. How I passed physics, I don't know. So I don't care about that. I just had a notification on my phone. Picked this up on eBay. 2006 NOAC flap. It's a pretty good find. For a long time, Aracoma for NOACs had these AIA or Native American events, as it says on the flap. That was their NOAC basically theme for many years. And the hardest one to get is the one that has a turtle on it. And I was able to get the turtle. I've got all the flaps for the Native American events and NOAC, and now I'm trying to get the dangles, and the dangles are hard to get. So I was able to pick this up too. 2001 Beaver Day. Beaver Day is always in May, I believe, for Aracoma. That's when we helped put camp together. So we had an encampment. I'm not sure what year this encampment was. Or was it an encampment? It was an encampment, yeah. So when they had this encampment, there was a patch that was supposed to go here in the middle, but they made it, it wasn't a round, it was a regular shape, so it had kind of this wavy border. So this wouldn't fit over the patch. So it was really funny. So, and now I got a Corn Ninja. And I thought I had them all, and when I went through my collection, I realized I didn't have the red lettering one. Now the only one I'm missing is the white ghosted one, which is the one that everyone's missing. It's super hard to find. And apparently, according to my guy Matt Laird, I was missing this, so I got that in trade too. So pretty good overall trade. I think that's all my Arakoma stuff. Okay, let's just get to my regular stuff. So I picked up these. They're Sabuni Akasuka. I think they're out of Jackson, Mississippi. If it's not Jackson, I know they're definitely out of Mississippi. State flag of Mississippi ghosted. And if you look closely, I can see it on my screen. It's got a Native American ghosted in. And it's also got the Centennial logo right here by my finger. It's kind of hard to see. Didn't think I had these two. Turns out I already did. So these are dupes. And someone's already spoken for him. I think his name is KY Patch Kid. Something like that. I want to tag him on Instagram. By the way, I have an Instagram for the patch site now. So come follow me on Instagram. I post a lot more pictures on Instagram than I do Facebook. Really happy with this find. Got it for a good deal on eBay. It is a Cherokee 50 neckerchief. Now, I just glanced through, and it's got both the arrows on. I don't want to undo it too much. Okay. Sorry. So it's got both arrows on. There's the other arrow. Where I'm from, Cherokee 50 is kind of a big deal. It's gone down a little bit since I was a youth. It used to be a big thing if you get Cherokee 50 stuff, and I was able to get it. So I now have 2 Cherokee 50 neckerchiefs, and I'm pretty proud of those 2. So I picked this up. It's from 2006 NOAC. I didn't go. Cowicky Lodge out of Dothan. Thought it was interesting. They had a cow on it, but I thought cow wiki. Pun, I guess. It's okay. I really like the flap over the bottom piece. The flap's got the 3 cloud. If you have a 3 cloud, it's a round. I've seen it a couple times, and they sell for about $2 or $3 grand. I can't tell you what issue number it is, but it's a big deal if you're able to get your hands on a 3 cloud. So I made a trade with a guy from Ringgold, Georgia. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he traded me some Wagyu flaps. Now, he is apparently a lodge officer in Wagyu and was trying to get a flap from every lodge in SR9. He was missing Arakoma and Chattahoochee for sure, and there's some others. And I was able to help him out on those 2 needs for him. And I'm actually thinking about starting to collect Wagyu because I just think the bird is just so adorable. Just look at it. It's so pretty. I think I like the blue border better, but it's really cool. And another thing, I don't collect these guys, but for some reason I just started buying them. I think they were cheap on eBay, and those are I don't know how to pronounce the first word. I've never pronounced the first word in the name. I just call them the Whippets. And the Whippets are from Washington, D.C., so a lot of their flaps have Washington, D.C. themes. Their totem is, I'm pretty sure it's a shark tooth. And a lot of times in the shark tooth, you'll see like the Washington Monument. So this one, my wife didn't know which one this was. I think it was just, I don't know. But when I told her the Pentagon did, she said she could see it. But that's the Pentagon. This one we got is the Lincoln Memorial. And a lot of time on their flaps, it'll say nation's capital on it. Nation. I can't talk today. It's been a long day at work. Okay, this one, obviously, White House, where the Commander-in-Chief lives. And we have the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. So this next set is actually a Christmas present my sister gave me because she wanted to buy me a patch. So she knows I collect wool, so she was able to find this kit of 10E5, and it comes with a council strip. But what my sister didn't know was there's a white border, which I told her I'll pick it up. And if you hear my dog barking, just ignore him. But I told her, like, I'll pick up the white border. Thank you for buying me a patch. But also what I didn't know was what event this was from. This was from the 2005 National Jamboree, which you can see on the top of the flap. But that was my first really big event in Boy Scouts, was going to that National Jamboree. I went with a bunch of guys from my troop. I think my troop sent like 13 or 15 guys with the contingent. So almost half the contingent were guys from my troop. So the rest, that wolf set and all these are obviously not for trade. I got a bunch of these from, I'm going to save them for last. Let's get the ones, these out of the way. So I was able to get a whole pack of buckskin flaps. I haven't went through yet and seen which ones I have and which ones I don't. But it's so nice when you just get a whole stack of flaps for a lot less than $10. So a lot of these are the same design, but the one that I think is just really cool. And these might not be any value to anybody but me and people from Buckskin Lodge. I just think this gold one is just super cool. And there's how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think it's 9. Yeah, 9. Then another one I think is cool. This is from 2000. So I think they're cool. And I was able to get a good deal on them. So I always like when I get a good, fat, thick envelope of patches about that thick. That makes me happy. Okay, now let's go to Kittatinny. Bought a bunch of these. So the Iowa one, not Iowa, Indiana from 2002. That's apparently where the next NOAC's going to be. I think I've already got this one. I got to the point where they look so similar. They look so similar, except for the border. And then you also have this one. That's got a yellow sun on it, so it's kind of distinguishable. Because everyone has a red sun, and the other one doesn't even have a sun. But I couldn't remember which one I had, and they were such a good price. I was like, you know, I'm just going to buy them anyway. Okay. And that's the last Kittatinny I got. Okay, so I cannot pronounce this guy, but again, didn't realize it when I bought it. It's from the 2005 Jamboree. It just really makes me happy because I don't remember seeing these at Jamboree. I know the one, Kittatinny one, that's the something Hawk Council. One of their guys came by our campsite with a t-shirt and just asked, will anyone trade a t-shirt with me? And I think Alex Fleming he was actually from my troop. He actually swapped t-shirts with the guy because he was also the only one who could fit into that t-shirt because we're big guys. Okay, I've really wanted to get these for a while. That's a really pretty patch. I had someone on Facebook telling me like, hey, you might be interested in these, and I've had them on the watch for a long time and I never bought them. I really like that patch because it's a wolf cub and adult wolf. The little wolf reminds me of my puppy Scout. So the ones I'm really happy about, these are from Shunka Manitou. Probably butchered that. I call them Lodge 407. So they made a bunch of these flaps that are the same style. It's got the mountain in the background. And they're kind of hard to get, especially when you're from Alabama. So I was able to get a bunch of these. They were normally like 20, 25, if not more dollars. And I was able to get them for like $8 a piece. So I just started buying them. I'm pretty sure I bought them on Christmas Day at my in-laws. So just a couple more. Like that one. Like this one too. That was really cool how the wolf is designed. And they did a lot of cool wolf patches. And then this is probably my biggest one because it was a Centennial one and I didn't realize I was missing it. It wasn't part of their NOAC set. It was just a Centennial flap they made. But that looks super sharp. So that's all I got for this time period. Probably won't do another video until after Conclave or at Conclave. Conclave for SR9 is the first weekend in April this year. It's at Black Creek Scout Reservation. Hope to see you and I hope to swap some patches with you. Until then,